All right, tonight we're going to be talking about effective list building blueprint. List building, as I've said, is going to help you unleash a mountain of profit for years to come. A lot of people will come to us and say, I'm just not seeing any profit for them. And they want us to check out their websites and things like that. And you go to their website and there's nothing there that's capturing an email that they're going to be able to market to later, to build a relationship with. So list building is one of those things that is going to help you unleash a mountain of profits for years to come, because once you have that list, it's easier to market to them. You can market to that list over and over for years to come, as long as you keep it freshened up. All right, what this training covers, we're going to be talking about all of these different topics here tonight. We're going to be talking about actually throughout the next couple of weeks, but we're going to be talking about solo ads, ad swaps, click banking, and I notice that it's click banking. It says nothing to do with ClickBank. Free WSOs, or Warrior Special Offers, PPV, CPV list building, bartering for leads, your own affiliate program, exit pop-ups. We're going to be talking about reverse opt-in forms. We're going to be talking about buying ad space direct from the webmasters, nested squeeze pages on your blog, tell-a-friend scripts, integrated cross-promotions, viral PDF reports, and affiliate list cross-promotions is what we're going to be covering in this training. And if any of you that have been around for a while, you're looking at some of those and say, well, them have been around for a while, but if you're still using them, you know that they work. And if not, you probably know that somebody that is still using some of these tactics here tonight and know that they work very well. Some of them take a little bit of money. Some of them are absolutely free to use, but they're all great methods of list building. All right, we're going to be talking about the effective list building blueprint. If I was to tell you one thing and one thing only about internet marketing, I would tell you the following: build a list. And the reason is simple. It's a lot harder to get a new customer than it is to sell to an existing one. And that's just a plain fact. If you're trying to get traffic and stuff to your websites and stuff, you understand that it is a lot harder to get somebody on your list than it is to actually market to somebody that's already there. A lot of people will say, I've got traffic coming to my websites, or I don't understand how to get traffic to my websites, but they're not getting them onto a list, and therefore it's almost impossible to market to them. Getting them on a list you're able to start building a relationship. You start building that authority and that credibility that you need with them, and it becomes easier to market to that existing list that you already have. The power of list building lies in the ability you have as a marketer to contact your leads over and over again, to build a relationship and present special offers to them, turning them into buyers. It's also a great source of revenue. Starting, growing, and maintaining an email list of targeted subscribers is one of the most profitable things you can do to build a successful business online, and that's another fact. Not every prospect will become a subscriber, and not every subscriber will turn into a loyal customer, but you'll find you're much more successful selling to your list than you are to a group of relative strangers. It's no different than having, like myself, when I was growing up, I was more shy. I did not like talking to strangers. I was able to build a relationship and talk to people that I knew. And it's no different when it comes to list building. Once you have somebody on your list, you can begin to find out what they're all about. You can begin to build that relationship, and it becomes easier and easier all the time to understand what they want and to market the right products to them and to know exactly what they want, instead of trying to market to a complete stranger that you just met. You'll know that if you've been doing this for any time, that when you get traffic coming to your website for that first time, if you don't have a good converting offer, or if you don't have something set up that they really want, that it's going to be very hard to get them to buy. So get them onto a list. Give them something that they can opt in for, that they see as something of great value, so that you can begin to build that relationship with them and then start pre-selling them into that offer that you're really looking forward to selling them. One of the most powerful and simple ways is to give away a free offer in exchange for the visitor's email and name via a squeeze page, or a lot of people will call it a landing page. This can be on your blog, it could be on your website, it could be a pop-up, an exit pop. Squeeze pages or landing pages come in many forms and styles and stuff. But the thing that you need to do is have a good converting offer, something that is really attractive to the traffic that you're getting there, and you exchange that for their name and email. And I'm sure most of you understand what list building is all about. You're just not understanding how to go about it in the right ways. Large lists are not always the most profitable ones. Small lists can be very profitable. A lot of times you'll find yourself getting a large list, and you really have to be careful with them because you start losing contact. You don't have that one-on-one, more personal relationship that you had when you had a smaller list. So the relationships that you're building aren't quite as strong. And I've seen large list owners go into an affiliate promotion and get blown away by some very small list owners that maybe have a list of 2,000 to 3,000 on their list. And they come in and blow everybody out of the water because they have a good relationship built with their list. They are managing their list a whole lot better than that large list builder is. And so don't go into this thinking that you have to have this big, huge, large list of 10,000 or more or whatever just to be able to start making it. Even a list of 10,000 is really not that big compared to some of the list owners that are out there. The success of your list comes down to proper list management. So it all comes down to how you manage your list. Your list will become one of your most valuable assets. You're investing in your future. Once you have a list, you have a asset now. That's something that you have that you could turn around and in the right market or whatever be able to actually sell that list if you decided you didn't want anything to do with it anymore or whatever. But you can, becomes an asset. It's something that is going to give you a return on your investment over and over again. Now, one of the first things you need to know is that business and making sales depends on fresh lead sales. What I mean is you want the consent, or you want constant leads coming in at all times. Now, if I were you, I would start aiming to generate something like 250 subscribers per day. Now, you might be thinking that's a lot of subscribers, or it's going to be expensive. Well, there are there's some great paid lead sources out there. There are also very good free ones that you can use to build up your list to generate 250 more subscribers per day. So right now, if you're not list building, 250 leads probably sounds like a lot of leads and stuff. Really, it's not. And once you get going on some of these methods we're going to be teaching today, 250 leads and stuff that coming in per day is not going to be all that uncommon. Now, once you hit 250 subscribers per day or more, then it's all a matter of focusing on converting them and then just doing the list building stuff you're doing over and over and over and getting the same results all the time. Now, converting them is another thing. So not only do you need to, get the traffic there and building a list, you need to convert them. This presentation isn't going to be anything at all about converting leads into sales. It's all about generating lead flow. Now, as I was telling you, I can't stress this enough that the bulk of your money that you make is going to come from the people who are the newest on your list, the freshest. And that's why you need to be constantly adding subscribers to your list every day. The older a lead gets, the less responsive they become, generally, especially if you're an affiliate. Now, if you're a product creator and you do classes and such, you may find that some of your older subscribers are the most profitable subscribers you have because they're your own customers who enrolled in some of your classes. So, there's a difference between having a list as an affiliate marketer and a list as a product creator. As an affiliate, it's different, and you don't have that retention that you normally would have if you have that as a product creator. When you're a product creator, it's easy to keep the retention of your list for some reason, and most of it, I believe that it just comes down to they begin to know your products, they begin to know what to expect from you, they realize that you know what their needs are, so they stick around with you for a lot longer, waiting for you to meet those needs, where, some of the newest ones, and if you're an affiliate marketer, a lot of times you're just promoting products to them over and over and over, and unless you do a really good job of positioning those products to help meet their needs, you'll fall into that trap of just promoting the next product just to generate some more cash. And those leads, you know, when you as an affiliate marketer, are going to be able to tell what you're doing. And a lot of times the retention is not going to be the same. So I found this to be true, and that's one of the reasons that we create so many products. Now, if you're just an affiliate, again, your normal focus should be fresh leads and keeping your leads coming in on a daily basis, and that's at least 250 leads a day, like I was talking about. If you're a product creator, you may not need as high of a lead flow, but what I would like to tell you is why not do both of those? You know, why not do the product creation, but also keep that list refreshed? You know, keep that list growing, because then you've got more people to build a relationship that are going to stick around for a longer time. Why not be a creator that keeps retouching the list and also generating 250 subscribers or more to your list? Now let's go ahead and get into this, because I have tons and tons of list building methods and strategies that I want to be covering with you in this training. The first one that we're going to be talking about tonight is the JV giveaways. JV giveaways haven't changed much as far as a public JV giveaways go. You can go to newjvgiveaways.com anytime you want to and jump in on any JV giveaway. So all you got to do is go to newjvgiveaways.com, just like it says right there on the slide, and you can go there and you can jump in on a lot of different JV giveaways that there are. But what has surfaced since about 2011 is something that is called a private giveaway. There are a lot of little private giveaways taking place that you've probably seen, and you might not have even really noticed, you know, the difference between a JV giveaway or a private giveaway. But they're taking place that you can be part of all over the internet. You can go to people who are just as big as you online and even bigger and start a private JV giveaway with them. Now, what I mean is you can get 5 or 10 people in on a private giveaway where no one else can join and be a contributor. Now, this means that the people who are on there who are contributors are responsible for generating all the traffic to the giveaways. So this basically is a group of people that you're joining, that you are either joining or starting, that is just a private bunch of people, 5, 10 people, or however many you decide, that are in on this giveaway, that are all responsible for generating the traffic to the giveaway. Now, there's a WordPress plugin that you can use to host your own giveaways called WP Venture. Just do a Google search for WP Venture, you'll find it. Last I knew, and I'm pretty sure it still is, it's being sold on the Warrior Forum for pretty much chump change right now as a WSO, or Warrior Special Offer. Now, a giveaway is where a group of contributors come together and submit their gifts. Now, people who come and join the giveaways as members are going to opt into different giveaways, and this is going to add subscribers to your list. Now, if you've been around for a while, you no doubt know what JV giveaways are, and I'm not going to dwell on what they are or how they can really build good business for you, because you can go to a place like newjvgiveaways.com, like you see up above, and basically find out all you need to know about giveaways freely on the net. So if you're interested in JV giveaways, just check out that link up above that you're seeing there, and you can find out all sorts of things about them. But just the fact that I'm pointing you in the direction is pretty valuable, because if you're just starting out and you have no money to spend on ads, like a lot of people do, you know, are saying right now, it's like, I just don't have a whole lot of money. Getting giveaways is a really good way to start, because you can add that first 10, 50, 100 subscribers on your very first list fairly quickly. Now, that doesn't sound like a lot to some people, saying 10 subscribers or 50 subscribers or 100 subscribers. But if you're just starting out and you've been trying to build a list for any time and just not having any success, you're going to get all excited when you see that first 10 people that show up on your list that you can start building a relationship with, or even 50 or 100. And once you start getting it down and figure out that first 10, the rest of them start coming a little bit easier all the time. Now, what happens is the host of the giveaway is going to get the most of the subscribers. Now, some of these giveaways get, you know, up to 30,000 plus subscribers joining, not to your list, but to the actual giveaway. So as if you become the host of the giveaway, you're going to end up with the most subscribers that are going to be coming onto these lists. And that's something that you want to really be striving for. Now, if you're not the host, if you're just one of the participants, and you have a product in there, then it's going to be your job to make sure that, and this is very important, that your offer that you have there in your squeeze page, the content of your squeeze page is going to convert, because you want to make sure that you get a good portion of the leads that are going on there, and not just giving them all to basically the host. The host is putting the giveaway with all the contributors and setting the dates, and then once the giveaway is live, all the contributors are going to send traffic to the JV giveaway main page, but the host is going to get all the subscribers onto their list. So they're basically going to get all the subscribers. You're going to get a portion. Then the members who just join will probably see a one-time offer or some kind of offer before they go and see all the different gifts that the contributors have. So when you're a contributor and you promote one of these JV giveaways through your own link, you often make sales right there before they even get to the gifts. Now, that's one thing about it. Now, my point is, if you're just starting out and you don't have much money to buy traffic, then this may be one that you want to master, is doing these private giveaways. The truth is, if you become just a master at one of these methods that we're going to be covering, then you'll generate all the ads you ever need. You're going to get just tons of subscribers and stuff if you just start mastering one of these different things that we're going to be talking about. Now, let me say that one more time, because that's really important. You just have to master at least one of these things, and you're going to start getting a ton of leads start coming in. So why not do something like a JV giveaway or a private giveaway? They're easy. All you got to do is have a product that somebody sees a value, some good content on your squeeze page and stuff that's going to help it convert and take off with it. You could generate 10,000 leads in one day once you start really mastering this, or 20,000 leads in one day from contributors blasting traffic to your own giveaway. So that's, once you start getting the hang of this, you start hosting your own, you're going to end up starting to get that 10, 20, 30,000 leads yourself. So just think about that. Now, if you were to jump headfirst into the world of JV giveaways as a contributor to start off with, then one day you may be able to host off your giveaway. And that's probably the most important thing, is to just start mastering the giveaways and stuff so that you can get to the point of hosting your very own giveaway. All right, the next thing we want to talk about here tonight is solo ads. When I'm actively running solo ads, I'm usually able to generate hundreds of leads per day. Right now, in this year, this stuff is working and stuff right now. Now, this may change down the road, but as of right now, this year's solo ads are cheap, and they're effective and very easy, because you don't have to worry about landing page quality scores or paying per click and keeping an eye on your ads and paying by the click. Now, what you're getting is an ad that goes out to a subscriber list. So whenever you buy a solo ad, let's say you buy a solo ad for 300 for 1,000 clicks for your site. You pay 30 cents per click to your site, and you know exactly how many clicks are going to come to your site, and the guy who sells you a solo ad sends an ad out to his email list, which recommends your freebie or your website. So you know exactly what you're getting here. If you pay for 1,000 clicks, you know how much you're paying up front. You know how many clicks you're supposed to be getting from this solo ad that's going out. What they're doing here is they're transferring their authority over to you, and that's the magic of these things. In a way, that's what makes it the most effective way of generating traffic right now, in my opinion. What happens is that someone that has already built a list and has established authority and credibility is now transferring that authority and credibility over to you by telling their list that you are a credible expert and you have something that will help them. One of the things that we hear a lot about is, I'm afraid to really do this because how am I a credible expert? Well, this is one way that you can become a credible expert, is by another list owner, somebody that's already a credible list owner, transferring their authority over to you. Recommended traffic is probably some of the best traffic that's out there. It usually is coming from a person the traffic that is coming already knows, likes, and trusts, and you've heard that many times before. You got to get people that know you, like you, and trust you, and that's something that's very important. Well, these people that are transferring this authority to you already have this trust. They already, they've already built the trust of the market, and now they're going to be transferring over to you. Now, one place you can find a lot of great solo ads, ad deals, is by getting on Skype and talking to different solo ad sellers. Now, I realize it's not going to be easy just to find a solo ad seller or any solo ad seller if you have no clue about the world of solo ads, like probably some of you don't right now. But once you find someone that sells these solo ads, you want to start connecting with them on places like Skype and getting into the world of solo ads, because you can meet so many different sellers who will give you great deals on Skype that they probably wouldn't give you outside of Skype. So what you're doing here is you can find these solo ad sellers other places, but what you're doing is you're building a relationship with them on Skype. And you're during this relationship and stuff, a lot of the time you can end up striking up a better deal than maybe what you could if you came across one of their ads or someplace other than that. Now, another one of the places to go is the Warrior Forum. It's a great place to go looking for list owners that you can buy a solo ad from. You can also find solo ads in a place called soloaddirectory.com, just like it says there. Is soloaddirectory.com. You got article directories. You can go to online forums. You can go to ClickBank Marketplace, and you can find different solo ads. A lot of times they'll advertise on there. Just do Google and Yahoo searches. There's a lot of places that you can go that is going to help you find these solo ads. But soloaddirectory.com is probably a good place for you to go right now, if you wanted to look for solo ads. Now, here's just an example of an article using the article directory. Now, what you're doing is you're looking for articles that are based in your niche, because what you're looking for other list builders that are doing the same exact thing that you're doing. They have the same market. You wouldn't want to be looking in the internet marketing field where you're teaching people to make money online and finding solo ad list owners and stuff that for dog marketing or something, and vice versa. But what you're going to do is down here where the arrow is, this is called a resource box. It's down here where it talks about the person that's wrote this article, gives her credibility and stuff. And what you're looking for is this link that you can click on to go find out if they're doing list building. Because that's going to be important, because you need to have somebody you're going to do a solo ad with that has built a list. Down here they're saying, download a free report. So my guess is once you click on this, you're going to go to some type of squeeze page where they're asking you to put your name and email in to get this free report. That person is doing list building. Now, you're not going to know until you build a relationship with them to find out how well they're doing on their list building. So it's going to take some research on your part, building that relationship to find out if there's somebody that's going to be worth doing a solo ad to. Another thing is just doing a Google search like we were talking about. Now, what we're going to look for is we're going to go in the niche that you're looking in this example here, we're talking about dog training. And what you're going to do is talk about, we're going to be looking for, I respect your privacy. What that tells you is that that's somebody that's probably doing some email marketing. They're list building. You're usually going to see the privacy link at the bottom of a squeeze page, or somebody that's doing some list building and stuff that is email marketing. That's a very good sign that they're list building. So that's what you're going to be searching for right there. You basically put your niche and then I respect your privacy, just like you see there. And it will bring up different places that you can go check out. Now, in this one here, it's got ebook tips for puppy housebreaking. You're just going to start checking out these different places and finding and contacting the list owners and stuff that are doing this, seeing if you can find out if they're, going to the squeeze page. Maybe you're going to sign up for this offer to check it out, to find out what kind of a product owner they are, what kind of a marketer they are. But basically, you're going to go and just looking for these different product owners that are list building and start building relationships with them. All right, the key to have a profitable solo ads is your sales funnel. You want to have a squeeze page that generates the free leads that gives away something. That's important. Then you have an upsell from there. So as you can see, a lot of people, they're like, I'm just building a list and I want to make some money from it. And this is where we're going to start talking about that for just a few minutes. because the key to a profitable solo ad is your sales funnel. It's not just getting somebody to send out your ad to their list and get them on your list. It's also about profitability. So you want to have a squeeze page that generates free leads or generates the free leads that gives away something. And then you have an upsell from there, which will be a one-time offer for something that's below the $17 price point, for example. You're usually going to want to start out in the lower price points right at this point, because these leads generally don't know you yet. You want to make it something that's going to be a little bit easier on there and not something that's going to make them, you know, their eyeballs pop out and go like, wow, that's a lot of money that for somebody that they don't even trust yet. So around the $17 price point is usually a good place to start. Maybe $7, you know, $9.97 or whatever, $4.97, wherever you want to go there. Then you want to have an upsell from there so you can afford to pay for your solo ads. So once you get them into this, you don't want to stop there with that one-time offer that you're offering, you know, the lower offer. After that, you can actually go with another upsell, and you've seen this done many times where you've opted in. Pretty soon you've got an offer here, and then maybe, you know, maybe they're offering you a video course, and then they give you a one-time offer after that that is offering maybe the private label rights to that course or whatever that you just got. It's something that's going to make sense. Now you may also want to promote things on the download page for your freebies that you're giving away. So maybe you get somebody in on your free list, and instead of having a one-time offer set up or special offer, whatever, you just send them directly to your download page, and on that download page, you're going to have a special offer for them where it's just basically you have some type of a banner ad sitting there that says, hey, check this out, and make sure, again, that it goes along with what they just opted in for. That way you can come close to breaking even, or even, you know, can profit directly right away from the solo ads before you even get the subscribers on your list. You know, if you know, basically if you're getting people on, you know, coming to your pages and signing up and stuff, and then taking them to an offer and stuff, you can start generating some income and stuff right away. Although many solo ads I haven't profited excuse me, I haven't profited from right up front. I made a profit on the back end from promoting strictly to the subscriber list. So it didn't come right away. It came from getting them on my list first, building a relationship with them, and then taking them through my products funnel. So that's something that you're going to want to start thinking about as well. Here's kind of the product funnel that you could set up. You basically have your squeeze page with your free irresistible offer. Make sure it's something somebody really wants. Then you have a one-time offer or special offers, or both. You can take them to a special offer, then to another one-time offer, or vice versa. You could have your downsells, upsells, whatever you want in that area as well. You can also do download page offers, and I would do these. Even if you have the one-time offer or special offers, I would still have another offer on your download page that you're going to get. You could even create a separate download page for those that actually took your one-time offer if you wanted to, and then have another one that went to those that just opted into your free list that had a special offer or that same offer on your download page. And then from there, you want to start up your follow-up message offers. And again, you want to make sure that you've got people going to the right list. We're not going to be talking about that tonight and stuff, but if they just came for the free offer, they didn't take anything from the download page yet, you could start with your follow-up messages. And you would have certain follow-up messages that might talk about this one-time offer or special offer that they still haven't taken you up on. This gives you, the follow-up message helps you to pre-sell to these. You could also set up follow-up messages, different ones. For those that did take these offers, you put them onto another list. You do some list segregation, get them onto another list, and create new follow-up messages, which is going to lead those folks and farther into your product funnel. Excuse me. Also, you're going to have broadcast messages and affiliate and product promotions. So you're going to be able to send out broadcast messages now to these people that you've got on your list. That's another form of back-end marketing. You're going to have that sales funnel set up with broadcast messages as well. And also you could do webinars with that list. You want to make sure that you diversify and have several different things that you add into your sales funnel, because some people will like one-time offers. Some people will buy more easier on the download page after they've seen it a few times. Other people are going to go through the follow-up messages after you've done some pre-selling, maybe the broadcasts where you're promoting an affiliate or a product promotion, Or maybe they learn better on a webinar where you're teaching them something, and then at the end, you're selling them a product that goes along with what you just taught to them. Now, a lot of companies in advertising are willing to pay a lot of money up front and even lose money on the front end because they know they're going to make money on the back end with their follow-up marketing, which is what email marketing is all about. So you might, after you get going in this, you might want to start looking into the fact that you're going to be paying a lot more for a solo ad and stuff than you will for some other things, but you're not going to be concerned as much about that because you're going to be seeing the return on your investment coming from this sales funnel that you've already got set up. And I've just put together a couple different flow charts and stuff that you can take, that we're going to kind of run through here quickly before we get into some other things. But basically, just so you can see how this works a little better, they come to your squeeze page, then their initial opt-in where they've given you that email, their name and email. They go and confirm their opt-in. Once they're confirmed, they're sent to a special offer. Now, if they just say no to your special offer, the next they're going to be taken to the thank you page and the product page to this offer that they opted in for, that free offer. After that, you're going to start into the email follow-up series. And what you're going to want to do is, these people have not accepted this offer, so pre-sell this offer that you've been giving them right here. The special offer that they haven't bought, pre-sell them through your follow-up messages. Build that relationship, give a little bit more content of what you're talking about, get them interested in what you're selling. Now, if they do take up your special offer, they say yes to it, then they're going to be taken to a thank you page with the opt-in form, which is basically going to say, where do I send your product? Because now you want to get them on a different list than right here. These people that didn't take this offer are going on to one list. Here, you want to set up a separate page for them that is different from this page, where they're going to opt in, again, to go to a different list you set up, where you're going to be sending them to a different follow-up series that you're going to begin building relationships and maybe even promoting different products to them that you've got set up in your product funnel. So you can see how all that works. You're setting up different lists. You want to segregate so you know who's on your list and be able to market to that list specifically. Now, an OTO flow is if they've taken your initial special offer, so they said yes to it, make sure that they check out first because you want to get the money from that special offer. Then they send them to a one-time offer page. So maybe this is your offer, a product offer. Your one-time offer page, maybe is promoting the private label rights to a product or whatever. It's something that's going to make sense to this offer back here in the mind of your customer. Once they do that, you take them to a thank you page or an upsell or downsell page. If they said yes to it, you're going to take them to a thank you page and with an opt-in form, where do you send this product? Because now you want these people on a different list, because not only have they taken this, they've taken your one-time offer, which maybe was your private label rights. So you don't want to be, if they've taken this, don't want to be sending them the same follow-up trying to sell the one-time offer again. You want to be moving them farther along. So, and if they don't take that, you might send them to an upsell or a downsell and try something like that, where, again, to a different separate thank you page for whatever they decide to take in, where to send the product. Then you start them into the appropriate follow-up series. Or you take them, if they say yes to this, they go to a customer checkout page again, get the money, get that credit card out so that they start sending you the money. Again, thank you page with opt-in form and a brand new different follow-up series. So I hope that kind of clears it up and shows you how these flows actually work. Now, this is kind of an example of a download page offer. The key is that it needs to make sense in the mind of the buyer. And always remember that whatever your offer is in your follow-up, in your flow, is make sure that it's positioned properly to make sense in the mind of your buyer. It could look something like this, and if you've seen download pages, I'm sure, where you've downloaded your products and it says, thank you for your purchase. For this limited time offer, it could end at any time, and then it basically gives you a headline. Click here for details. This could be another free offer for all that matters, which takes them into a separate product funnel. This could be an affiliate offer that you have that takes them into somebody else's product funnel. The thing of it is make sure that you're using these tactics and stuff to help build your list after you've built your list to use in your product funnel. All right. Pricing factors on some solo ads. The pricing will depend on several factors, including the size of the list, how many subscribers. So if you're going to do a solo ad with somebody, it's going to depend on how big that person's list is and how much you're going to be paying. And vice versa. If you have a really good sized list, you're going to be able to make more money by maybe selling solo ads to other people. So keep that in mind as well. But tonight we're talking about building your list. So if depends, like if somebody has a list of 10,000 people, it's probably going to cost you more to send out a solo ad to that list than it would be for a person that's got 500 to 1,000 people on it. So the size of the list is how many subscribers. Quality of list, you know, is it an active list that somebody's really got built good relationships with? And this is where it comes into play of finding out exactly who these product owners are and what kind of marketing they do and building those relationships with these people. So it's going to help you know whether or not their list is very active. You might want to sign up for their list and find out exactly what's going on. Maybe all they are is a safe list and they don't get a lot of things. You want to know these kind of things. Guaranteed clicks. If they can guarantee you a certain amount of clicks, you know, in your mind, you're going to probably want to be able to pay a little bit more. And who you're buying the ad from. So that's basically nothing more than knowing the credibility of the person that you're working for. And a lot of people just go about this blindly, and it gets them into some trouble and stuff because they don't really know who that they've been buying for, and they end up maybe getting ripped off. So it's going to take some research on your part. And if you can't do that, then don't do any of this. If you're not willing to put some time and some effort into learning these strategies, learning these methods, and really doing what it takes, then just forget about the whole thing, because there's not anybody else that's going to come along and do it for you. Work with your budget and gradually grow it as your income increases. So if you don't have a large budget right now, just work toward it. And I'll be teaching a little bit later a method that you can use that if you don't have any income right now, that you can basically do something different, to maybe do a solo ad with. So work within your budget that you have right now and gradually grow. As more money comes in, you can start paying more money out using, sending out solo ads to maybe larger list owners. All right, we're going to be talking about ad swap promoting. Ad swaps are basically where you send out an ad to your list promoting someone else's squeeze page, and then someone else does the same for you and their list. It's very similar to a solo ad, except that you don't have to pay for it. You pay for it by sending the list owner's offer to your current list. So this is basically where you have two different people, and you're basically saying, I'll send out an ad to my list if you'll send out an ad to my list. Now, this method really only works once you have around 200 to 500 subscribers, because once you have that many, you can start looking for other people that have smaller lists like you, or at least you can guarantee maybe some clicks that these other people are going to get. So you might get a few people that have a little bit larger list that you can send out. You can start out with solo ads or other list building methods to grow your list, up to those different levels. Maybe they're going to send out one time to their list of 1,000 or 2,000, where you might have to send out a couple times or whatever to get some guaranteed clicks if that's what you're going to do. Now, finding ad swaps, I would probably go to a place like safe-swaps.com. That'd be a really good place for you to go. Just go to safe-swaps.com. There used to be a site called IamAdSwaps.com, which was kind of like an old ad swap forum. But there are other forums that kind of emerged in the last few years, and they've pretty much slowed down because of the safe-swaps.com. Now, ad swaps, in my opinion, are becoming less effective, but they still do work. The thing about ad swaps is that why it's getting less effective is because seeing that it's emerged around 2009, and that's when everyone was discovering ad swaps and starting to do it. So now people are over-mailing their lists with ad swaps. So there's just a ton of this stuff going on, so they're getting a little bit less effective. They're doing more ad swaps, so they're getting less responses from their subscribers. So if you do tons of these ad swaps, you're going to find out pretty soon that your list might become a little bit less responsive and stuff if you start doing that. So if you get to that point, you might want to slow down and start changing things where you're starting to build those relationships with you, instead of because what you're doing is basically you're sending a lot of your list people that you've got on there to other people. So they might be starting to build relationships with these other people that maybe are doing a better job of marketing than you are. So that's something to keep in mind. Retention rates are going down. Click-through rates are going down. But if you still want to generate hundreds of leads per day, you can still do ad swaps. I'm not saying that they don't work. I'm not saying don't try them because they still do work. The key to profiting from ad swaps is the same key to profiting with solo ads, which is your sales funnel. So if you got a good sales funnel, you can use it for your ad swaps. And it's just basically the same kind of funnel that we were just talking about here when we were talking about solo ads. You're going to be setting up the same kind of thing. They're coming into your list and you start them, from there. Ad swaps are a great way to test your sales funnel before you start buying something like solo ads. You're probably going to get less quality leads from ad swaps than you are solo ads. Yet it's still a good indication of whether your sales funnel will convert traffic into sales, and that's what's necessary to profit with ad swaps, because you're not promoting anything that's going to be making money directly to your list. You're promoting someone else's squeeze page, so you're relying on the traffic coming from the JV Partners list into your sales funnel. So depending on your sales funnel, you can do ad swaps every single day if you want to, becoming the master of ad swaps, which a lot of people do, and then just start tweaking your sales funnel and have a good business there. But you don't want to start overcomplicating things. This kind of thinking is really profitable if you can remain super focused. So even though these things are maybe getting a little bit ineffective right now, or not quite as effective as they used to be, if you can focus on that sales funnel and focus on building those relationships and the important things, then by all means use this as getting people onto your list, because that's the big thing. If you don't have that sales funnel set up, you're probably just building a list of leads that aren't really going to be that great a quality, and you're not going to be making a whole lot of money from it. And my guess is that's something that's probably a little bit important to you right now, is making some money. All right, ad swaps is basically a simple business, that you can do. You can put together a sales funnel. You can do ad swaps every single day. And this is kind of the business model where you're just basically putting together your sales funnel, and then you start doing ad swaps. You test your sales funnel every day until you're converting the maximum amount of visitors who land on your page. And this is something that's going to be very important to you, is making sure that you're testing your sales funnel. If it's not working, make sure that you change the sales funnel. If you're getting people coming into your sales funnel and you're not making sales, check out your product offer and to make sure that it's good. Make sure that it's the right one that's, is positioned properly in the mind of your target market. Again, research. You've got to know what your target market is looking for that is coming onto your list at that time. So that in itself, basically ad swaps in itself is a business, no matter what anyone says. And that's what I try to do. What I try to do in my business is basically simplify things and this is what you do: put it together, your sales funnel, do the ad swaps every day, and then just start testing and make sure that you're converting. Make a daily routine and you try to simplify down more and more every single day. You will find you will probably get better returns on solo ads, and that's just my opinion though. But a lot of people can work ad swaps very good, and they have really good conversions at them. Most people are going to have a better at solo ads because you're getting people that are sending out your ad to a very targeted list and stuff, and you're not having to do all this exchange. They're coming on and getting onto your ad. Somebody else is recommending them to you, and it usually converts a little bit better, in my opinion. But if I didn't have any money, and I would start out with the giveaways, and then I would probably move to ad swaps, and then I would probably move into, I would start ad swapping, and that's what I would do if I didn't have any money right now. Now the ad swapping matchup, I want to talk about this for just a little bit. Matching click for click with an ad swap partner is very difficult to do. But if you can do this, it can be helpful to secure a good ad swap partner. You'll basically get known by people. If you can basically say, somebody says, I'll give you 1,000 clicks, and then you match that 1,000 clicks. Sometimes it's a little bit hard to do. You might have to send out 2 or 3 times. But if you can get to the point where you are matching click for clicks your name's going to get out there and you're going to become a good ad swap partner. You can mention that you're willing to match only up to a certain number of clicks. So you don't have to, if somebody else is saying one thing, you don't have to actually match up to that. You can say, this is what I'm willing to do. And if you can work out something, that's great. Since you know what your list usually produces as far as clicks go per email, it's easy to do this. And if you don't know, that means you're not paying attention. So you need to know exactly what kind of clicks you get on your emails and stuff that you're going to be getting and stuff, so that you know what you can present to another partner in this. You could say I will match up to 100 clicks. When you match this, it may mean that you need to send out 2 times to match the clicks with a person who has slightly more responsive or a larger list than you. And we've kind of talked about this already, but let's say one person can send out one email and they can send you 1,000 clicks. Or they can send you 100 clicks with one email. You might have to match, to be able to match that, you might have to send 2 or 3 times that day or whatever to be able to match that 100 clicks that they're going to be sending you in one time. But if that's what you got to do, then that's what you've got to do to make sure that you're doing this right. The key thing is that you are list building with this strategy overall, and that's the key to all of these, is that you are doing list building. Now here's warnings and stuff that I want to give you. Before you agree completely to the swap, make it a point to check out the link and offer that they are promoting to ensure that it's a good quality. Don't just promote something from somebody that they just say, hey, I got this great offer that's there. It's like you go into some sales page saying, or whatever, and saying, I've got this great offer for you, I need you to buy. Well, you're a little skeptical until they basically show you a little bit more of what they've got going on here. So don't treat it any different than you would be skeptical about going to a sales page. Check out the offer, sign up for it, check out the product that they're doing, and make sure that what you're about to send to your list is going to be good quality. They may have you promote a squeeze page offer or even a sales page. Just check that squeeze page, that make sure it delivers what is promised, and look at the sales page to ensure it doesn't look full of hype. If it's something that you make sure that it's something that you would look at, and that's the key to it. Go to it and just say, is this something that I would look at? Is this something that I would opt in for? And if it's not, you better do some rethinking, because chances are it's probably not going to convert very well for you. So if it's a sales page, make sure it's not just full of hype and that the offer actually matches the hype that's there. Good credibility with your subscribers is more important than promoting a bad experience to them. That is one of the few times you need to say no to a list building opportunity. If you find something that is just not going to fit your needs, or you do not feel is a good offer, this is one of the few times you need to say no to a list building opportunity. You tell that person, I'm sorry, I checked out your product, and unless you're willing to do something different here, have a better product offer or whatever, I'm not willing to send any of my leads to your way and stuff, so I'm not going to be able to do this ad swap and stuff, because what you're doing is you're going to hurt your own credibility that you've already built. If you go sending your buyers and your leads and stuff to some other guy that's not going to treat them well, or they're just, the products are crappy and stuff, you just hurt your credibility because you were the expert that just recommended them. All right, our next thing we're going to be talking about is click banking. And as you notice, it's nothing about ClickBank, having a product, selling products on ClickBank or nothing. It's called click banking. Now, if you have a list of 100 people or 1,000 people, you could start out doing what we're going to call click banking. It has nothing to do with clickbank.com, but what it is you go to a marketer with a huge list and you say, I will send you 100 clicks, or maybe you send them 1,000 clicks over the course of this month. Clicks means visitors. So basically you're going to send them so many visitors over the course of a month or a course of a week or whatever you're going to work out there. And what you will do is return those clicks all at once after I'm done. So basically you find somebody that's got a large list and you go to them and say, I'm going to, for the next month, I'm going to work at, because my list is so small, I'm going to work at sending you 1,000 clicks, 1,000 visitors to your squeeze page or to your offer. In exchange, once I've reached that 1,000 people, or you could do 100 or whatever you're comfortable with, whatever. Once I've reached my agreement here and I fulfilled that agreement, then you send out to your list all at once and you give me those same clicks in return. So basically what they're doing is banking those clicks that you're sending them, and once you've met that, you have all that many clicks in their bank accounts, so to say, then they're basically going to turn around and send out to their huge massive list and give you the same amount of clicks that you just sent them. So what happens is the big marketer with the big list basically is going to give you a tracking link to use on all your emails that you're going to be sending out. Now you'll work hard to build up your traffic to them through that link. And basically when you're ready to cash in your clicks, you go to them and say, I'd like to cash in my clicks now. And they basically are going to send you those clicks that they promised you. And they send you as many as you have sent them. So I hope you can see how this works. If it might take you a month to give them the number of clicks that you promised or the number of leads, whatever you decide on. But then once you meet that, all at once, they just send out for theirs. This is a real similar to ad swaps, as you can see, but it works out well for small list owners because you can just focus on sending traffic to one big marketer without having to set up all kinds of ad swap deals. For example, if you have an email follow-up series, the first couple of days of your email follow-up series could be sending the new people on your list to another marketer who are click banking, basically click banking the same things. Now, this isn't the greatest advice for product creators. So if you're a product creator, click banking is not going to be something that you're probably going to want to do. I don't think that ad swaps or click banking is a great idea for product creators, because if you're a product creator, then you can have so much more longevity on your list by just promoting your own product. So you don't have to worry about so much of this list building from other ones, because you're going to have your own products. And basically, if you're a product creator, you might want to just focus on paid methods of getting affiliates to promote your stuff. But that's just my opinion, and that's what I've seen from my experience. As an affiliate marketer who doesn't have a ton of products to promote to the list, all month, or maybe who doesn't crank out many products, it's all about fresh lead flows like we discussed earlier. Like I was saying in the beginning of this training here. Basically, if you're going to be a product creator, a lot of your leads are going to be generating through product promotions, product launches and stuff, where you're going to really be creating a lot of new fresh leads. And you're going to probably be concentrating on more than that, than doing like click banking and solo ads, ad swaps and stuff. So, but if you're an affiliate marketer, these are great ways to start generating leads. So things like ad swaps, click banking are basically a mother load of free, fresh lead flows that you really need to be looking at. All right, next we're going to be talking about free WSOs, freebies that you give away on a place like the Warrior Forum, and that's why they're called a WSO. WSO basically stands for a Warrior Special Offer. So basically what I'm doing is I give away products as a Warrior Special Offer forum in the Warrior Forum in exchange for opt-ins. So a lot of times you'll go there and you'll see WSOs or Warrior Special Offers that'll be paid products and stuff that you have to buy, which they're lead generating as well, which is giving you good paid subscribers and stuff, good paying customers on as leads, which is a good thing. But also you can go in there and do free WSO offers. Your product does not have to be so amazing. It does not have to be so big that you have to charge something for. It just has to be an irresistible product that somebody's going to be willing to opt in for. And what you're basically doing is getting a lot of other warriors promoting this offer, to their list and stuff, or you're generating from the traffic that is already there and showing up to check out WSOs. The Warrior Forum is a great place to generate traffic. Just for, in case you don't know that already, this is a great place for you to go and generate traffic. There are thousands of eyes at any one given time in the Warrior Forum on your products and stuff that you have in there. So basically, all you got to go in there and do is set up a free WSO and start generating leads. Now, one thing I've noticed between the Warrior Forum and the leads you may get from an ad swap or click banking and solo ads is that the Warrior Forum traffic is used to buying lower price products. This isn't always the case. We have effectively went in there and sold $147 products. This is a little bit harder. You have got to be well known. You've got to be known for your products that you have out there. They have to be coming from people that you already know. And what I've noticed more is that we're sending out to our list that we've already generated through maybe lower priced WSOs that we did for in the past. So they know our products and they're willing to spend a little bit more. So a lot of the sales that we're getting are coming from our list that we've already generated through lower priced WSO. So usually they're going to be a little bit lower priced and stuff that you're going to find from doing a WSO. So your funnel may be a lot different from a free WSO than it will be with doing like ad swaps or click banking or solo ads. It will generally be a lower priced funnel. For one of my funnels, they get a freebie on their squeeze page, and this is something that you can do. Then the OTO after that is maybe a $10 offer. And then the OTO after that is another $10 offer. So you can see that the prices are going to be a little bit lower. I'm keeping it at $10 or less because I know they buy $10 or less things, whereas the ad swaps, click banking, and the solo ads that I have a freebie, on a $9 offer, then to a $97 OTO, and then it might go up from there. So I know people coming from different places are going to be paying used to paying a little bit more. Warrior people, they love that $7, $9 range and stuff, and the reason they do this is because we've conditioned them to this. That's what we put out there because that's what they keep saying they want. But that's not the case. You work at it and you can get a higher price out of these WSOs that you're going to be doing. But if just starting out, good luck trying to sell a $97 to a Warrior Forum member, because it's just plain not going to happen unless unless maybe you've got something like a done-for-you service or something that's worth 25 times your $97 price points. And, I say that because you're selling it at $97, but they're still going to look at it as, if I'm paying $97, this thing better be I better be able to see that it's worth 25 times what you're asking me to pay right here. If not, they're just not going to be paying it. The Warrior Forum is a whole different world than you're ever going to experience if you've never been in there. But it's a great place to really do some good lead generation. Promoting WSOs as an affiliate. The good thing about running free WSOs is that it's a business in itself. If you want it to be, because you can run free WSOs and then you can promote WSOs as an affiliate as well. Now you can find good products and promotion offers through places like WSO Pro, which is at thewarriorplus.com, or jvzoo.com. You've probably heard a lot about that lately. We've been using that one. Great place to get affiliate traffic. It's a great place to get your products up on as well, and promoting these different things. Digiresults.com. You can even promote your own WSOs through places like ClickBank. You can set up a WSO if you want to. Especially if you've already been pre-approved and stuff through there, you can. That's a place that you've done it. We've tried it and it works really well. One thing about WSOs you might want to be considering is that they usually like to buy through PayPal. So make sure that you have a PayPal account in good standings, and then be prepared to monitor it. So basically, these are some different places that you can also find some good WSOs. Once you have a list, you can find some good WSOs in some of these places that you can also promote as well and put into your product funnel. So basically, the business model that we're kind of looking at here, free WSOs to build the list, lead them into your product funnels, and it's basically the same kind of thing that we were talking about. Maybe your price points are going to be a little bit different, as we were talking about already, but you're going to be doing the same one-time offers and special offers, your download page offers, follow-up messages, broadcasts, webinars, and promote WSOs as an affiliate to your list that you've built, like we just talked about. That's another thing that you're going to want to add into this kind of a product, because these guys are looking for, that you get on your list, or gals, they're looking for other WSOs. That's what they look for to buy. So that's something that you're going to basically want to go in and promote to them. So think about this, basically this, all you need to do is to run a free WSO. You can have 6 or 7 free WSOs for 6 or 7 different freebies that you create, and you can rotate those once a day so that you're launching a new WSO a day, but it's giving away one of your 6 or 7 freebies that you've created. So you just set up 6 or 7 WSOs that they're free offers, and you just start rotating them. You can do a different one every day. You can generate your list like that and add and then your sales funnel will get you close to breaking even or making a profit right away on the front end. Let's say you have to bump your WSO that you're doing and stuff. It's going to cost you $40 to bump it. So you're going to want to have a sales funnel set up that you can start generating some income. So at least you can break even as you're building your list. That's always a good thing to do, is have some kind of profit in. You might not be really making a lot of profit, although we've made thousands and thousands of dollars. We've even made 6 figures in a year and stuff on just doing WSOs. But you want something that you can profit right away on the front end. Then on the back end, you can promote WSOs as an affiliate to your list that you built, like we talked about. You know, I've been known to have multiple WSOs that I rotate on a daily basis, and I've done that model before. A lot of times we get bored with certain things in marketing and we try different models. But what we do is when we do try models, we just simplify things and just go at them with a very narrow focus. Right now I might be buying a lot of solo ads and doing what I described in the solo ad section. Months ago I was buying lots of free WSOs and trying to get as many leads as I could with that and just promoting WSOs every day and making plenty of money. So once you get that narrow focus and simplify everything, everything becomes clear, and you can make a lot of money by just focusing on that. All right, this next one that we're going to be talking about is one that I'm going to be honest with you, I do not use myself. This is one that it is very effective. I've seen other people using it. It's something that you're going to want to study up on and really get to know and stuff using it. But basically PPV and CPV list building, it's another way to generate hundreds of leads per day as through something called pay-per-view, which is the PPV, or cost per view, which is CPV advertising. You know, I know of friends who do, around 1,000 leads a day. You may only generate 25 leads or so a day with it. But the thing of it is that once you get this all set up, it's basically on autopilot. So you can go to a site like leadimpact.com. You might want to write that one down, leadimpact.com, and you can buy cost per view or pay-per-view advertising. It's a little different from other types of advertising in that you're paying per view of your page. You're not paying per click on the ad. So basically, if somebody doesn't actually have to come and click on a link that you have, all they have to do is view your page. So it's actually more like a pop-up. So you're paying for these ads to pop up on people's sites, and it's run through software. So it's basically different than someone saying go to Google and seeing pay-per-click ads. You can advertise on any URL on the internet as long as the user has the software required installed on their computer. Now this is going to allow you to bid on different URLs online. Now can't you see how this could be popular and profitable when you can start bidding on a lot of different URLs online? Because you could bid on your competitors' URLs. Like I said, all they have to do is have this software. You could bid on so many different URLs, it's not even funny. You could bid on PPC URLs even. So for people who are spending gobs and gobs of money on PPC or pay-per-click, you can take those URLs that they're using for their landing pages, plug it into Lead Impact, the software that we're talking about, and then be bidding for ad space for those URLs through the software. So one place to learn more about PPV and CPV is to go to cpvden.com. That's cpvden.com. You might want to write that one down. This is going to help you learn more about pay-per-view and cost per view. It can be a nice little lead flow generator that's different from other lead flow sources that you might be generating leads from right now. Something that for you to be experimenting with. What you need to know about also is you can generate tons and tons of traffic for a lot less money, but the traffic probably won't be as responsive because they didn't click through to your ad. Remember, it's pay-per-view. They're not clicking through to your ad. It's kind of like an annoying pop-up that comes in their face, but it's all legal and they know they're getting pop-ups in exchange for using the software that they're using. It's an agreement that they made before downloading the software that they're using on their computer. So say a company like leadimpact.com says, let's say they say, you can use this software which has huge value in exchange for being able to run an ad on your computer 5 times per day. So instead of charging for the software each month, they get the software for free, but they have to see ads, and this is where your ads get in front of their face. So these people are using the software, and to use it, they have to see your ads. So your ads are getting in front of their face. But this, again, is why it's not quite as responsive, because this is, not ads that they were really, looking for. Probably they're maybe annoying to them and stuff, but it's getting them in front of their face. You can get in front of millions of people for, up as little as 17 cents each time your ad is shown, and that's a fraction of a penny. Other forms of advertising, you may get a higher opt-in rate on things like your squeeze page, such as 10% on some ad sources, and which is very good, but you're probably going to get higher rates of opt-in to your squeeze pages from different forms of advertising than using the PPV and CPV list building and stuff. On some ad sources, 10% is going to be horrible. So on some ad sources like solo ad, for example, 30% is very good. You might even get better, depending on whether they actually send your solo ad or not, because 60% may be considered good on there as well. So it just depends on what methods you're going to be using and stuff on, what a good opt-in is going to be, what a good, how well it's going to convert and stuff. But with pay-per-view advertising, we're talking 1 to 2% could be good, just depending on how much money you're spending, how much money you're making up front and how much money you're making on the back end. So all of these things are going to come into factor on whether or not this is going to be something you're going to want to use. So again, you're going to need to track and test. And if you're not willing to do that, if you want to just set something up and forget it, don't do this method, because you want to stay on top of this. Make sure, because you can go out and get some cheap traffic, but it doesn't mean that the traffic is created equal to other advertising sources and stuff. So be careful with this, because a 1 to 2% could be good at this, but you have to, it's all going to depend on what you have set up on the back end and your product funnels and such. The point is, all that matters is your return on your investment, or your ROI, not your opt-in rate, because your opt-in rate is always going to be different depending on where your traffic is coming from. So basically what we're going to really worry about is your return on investment. And that goes with a lot of these different methods that we're teaching, is think about what your return on investment is. What did you have to invest to use this method, and what kind of returns are you going to be getting from it? So, again, that shows how much you have to be willing to do. Going into this business, list building, marketing online and stuff is not something that you just go around and take haphazardly. You need to be working at it. You need to be testing and stuff. But what you do is you focus on mastering these different things, and then you start worrying about, making it a lot better or adding new different things in and stuff. So going for that. All right, the next one we're going to be talking about here is bartering for leads. And this is one of those things where I told you earlier, maybe sending out a solo ad, you didn't have any money or something. This could possibly be a way that you could generate, get a solo ad sent out or whatever to get some leads or whatever, if you're not able to send something out, or a swap ad. Bartering for leads is a really great way to generate the highest quality leads you can generate besides having your own product and having an affiliate program. You're basically not selling your own product here, so don't think that you're not selling your own product. So this is basically how this is going to work for you. What you want to do is go to a marketer who does product launches, who is bigger than you online. Remember that. What you're looking for now when you're bartering for leads is finding marketers who do product launches already. You don't do them right now. Look for somebody that does, and who is bigger than you. You're not looking for just that small person right now, because if they're the same size as you, it's probably not going to be too hard for you to do an ad swap or get them to do a solo ad or something for you. We're talking about going after bigger product people right now that are going to be out there. They don't have to be huge. you could just go to someone who does, WSOs, for example. Now, if you go to someone who does WSOs often, you can say this: I'll do customer service for your launch, or I'll write the sales page for your launch, or I'll create things like bonuses for your launch, or maybe I'll help create the product for your launch, or I'll help create buzz using social media for your launch, if that's one of your expertise or whatever. If you're good at Facebook, getting traffic and stuff, if you're good at traffic generation, maybe you're good at getting JVs on board for somebody's launch. Basically, you say, I'll do something for your launch in exchange for you helping me build my list. So basically, you're going to have a product set up, a squeeze page set up. You're going to have an offer for them to opt into, but you don't have the money, or you don't have the list to generate that you can get the same amount of clicks for. So basically, you want to get the leads from a big list owner. So you're saying, I'm going to do something for you that is of value to you in exchange for you sending me leads. Excuse me. Now, basically what you're going to do, for an example, is do a bartering for leads deals with a top marketer and for his bonuses on his actual sales page. You advertise your bonuses that they're going to have an opt-in for as well. So basically, if you're having people that are coming to your, to their product page and stuff, you want to make sure that you're getting your bonuses in on their product page as well. So on the download pages, there was a link to my squeeze page, which allows them to opt in to download the bonuses. So you can see how this works. They basically, when they do a product launch, you're going to have a link to your squeeze page. They do not have to do, basically just start sending you traffic, just doing a mailing for you. Basically, through their product launch, you set up a squeeze page and give them a link to it that they're going to put an ad on their, something like their download page, where when people see it on their download page, they're going to see that special offer there. They're going to click on it, and they're going to end up going to you. This is how they're going to be giving you a lead. This is an exchange for leads. So on the page after the squeeze page was the download page for their bonuses, and I didn't send them through any kind of sales funnel. But the thing is, you get a list of red hot buyers when you do this. And think about this. They just bought this other product owner's page or product and stuff that they have, and I hope I'm explaining this clearly. You've helped them do this product launch or created the sales page or whatever you've done for them. They've done their product launch. They're getting buyers. These people are going to the download page. They're hot buyers. They've already pulled out their credit card and bought. And now on this other product owner's page, they're seeing your link, and they're now going to your, clicking on your link and giving you the possibility to generate a lead from them. You're not asking for money. You're asking for leads. For example, do a bartering for leads deals with a top marketer for his bonuses on his actual sales page. You advertise your bonuses that they're going to have an opt-in for, like we were just talking about. So basically, the first week of having that list, you want to promote your highest converting offers to. Do a webinar or do something that you made money with in the past. So this is, again, if you've made money, good money with a product, something before, this first week after you've done this bartering for leads and stuff, and remember, these are hot buyers. They're ready to buy now. Make sure that you have an offer that they're going to be interested in, that it's probably going to go along with what the other product offer was or whatever. But promote your highest converting offer. A lot of people will do webinars or something that you made money with in the past, because this is the time to sell them while they're the hottest and they're buyers. You have gained trust by them listening to and watching your bonuses, depending on what product that you had on it. So this, they're going to be responsive to this. Let me talk about the webinar, doing a webinar as maybe your first product, because this is a good way for you to start building a relationship with them, where you start showing your expertise, your knowledge, so people are coming, to your squeeze page now from another product owner, and now this is your opportunity to sell to them, to get them on, show them who you are, show them your knowledge, and then at the end of that, offer them a deal that they're going to be able to just not resist from you. So create your bonus offers, for the download page by using PLR. A lot of people go, I don't have bonuses for a download page that I can use, that I can offer somebody. Make sure, that you go out and get lots of PLR products that you can use and stuff for this. That's a way that I do a lot of my bonuses is through PLR or private label rights. One thing that you have to make sure is that you have the rights to give it away. If you're using this product on somebody else's product page as a giveaway, make sure that you have the rights to give it away, or to at least give it away as a bonus to a paid product. So make sure that that you know this. It's very important to make sure that you know the rights that you have. So that's something for you to think about. Bartering for leads is a huge tactic and stuff. It's not it's not something that I'm currently going through. I already have my list generated. I do a lot of product launches and stuff. So it's not something that I'm using, but this is something, if you don't got a lot of money, but you have some expertise in some areas, this is something that is really good. It works like a charm. It's not going anywhere. It will always be effective in my eyes. It's a very simple tactic where you barter your skills with a product launcher who adds your bonus to their download page, and the customers have to opt in for it. It's not like relying on Google for leads, because they can't slap that away somehow for you. And it's not getting less effective like ad swaps are, for example. This is something that I really, really believe in. This is something that probably out of all these tactics and stuff, this is probably a great way for you to really build your list. If you have experience in the market and stuff, and you have an expert in some area, like sales, copy, getting JV partners for somebody, maybe doing support for somebody, driving traffic for their sales, whatever it is, that you can do, this is a great way is bartering.